A rubric is a tool that you can use to set student expectations for assignments and then base your grading upon the rubric specifications. When you create a rubric, you clarify the assignment goals and the criteria for evaluating the work. This involves splitting up a general task, writing a personal essay, for example, into clear elements which tell students precisely what they need to accomplish. Let's look at a sample rubric that Blackboard provides. The instructor has created 4 evaluation criteria and 3 levels of achievement for each criteria. Naturally, the instructor would have to go over the criteria with the students, as a rubric merely reinforces expectations that have been clarified in some detail. The rubric is by necessity a thumbnail sketch. After you create rubrics, you can associate them with content. For example, this rubric could be associated with just one or with multiple assignments. Creating a rubric. In the control panel, go to Course Tools, Rubrics, then select Create Rubric. Type a title and optional description. You will see the default rubric structure, 3 criteria and 3 levels of achievement. You may adjust the number and the names of the columns to fit the nature of your assignment. Select Add Row to add a new criterion to the bottom of the grid, and select Add Column to add a new level of achievement. Choose a rubric type from the menu. No points, provide feedback only. Points, each level of achievement has a single point value. Point range, each level of achievement has a range of values. Percent, each item's possible points determines the percentage. And percent range, each level of achievement has a range of values. Type a point or percentage value for each row and column. Then type a description for the criteria and the associated level of achievement. Each cell has a 1,000 character limit. Reorder rows and columns. Select the criteria or levels of achievement heading, which opens a reorder panel. Note, after you use a rubric for grading, you can't edit it. You can copy the rubric to create a duplicate rubric that you can edit. Finally, select Submit. Associating a rubric. You can associate rubrics with these types of gradable content: assignments, essay short answer and file response test questions, blogs and journals, wikis, and discussion forums and threads. To associate a rubric when you create an assignment, simply add the rubric in the grading section of the Create Assignment page. You have 3 options. Select rubric from those you've created. Create new rubric opens a window so that you can create a rubric, or create from existing, which uses an existing rubric as a template to create a new rubric. You can associate a rubric with any non-calculated grade center column. For example, you can associate a rubric with a manually created column for class participation and use the rubric to grade participation. Access a column's menu and select Edit Column Information. Show Rubric to Students has 4 options for rubric visibility. No, which means students can't view the rubric. Yes, with rubric scores. Yes, without rubric scores. And after grading, students can view the rubric only after you finish grading their submissions. The first and last options seem problematic if you want the rubric to aid students in their assignments. Not allowing students to view the rubric may leave the rubric as a grading structure for you, while waiting until after grading seems like a fairly negative strategy, simply justifying grades. When you grade, you select the appropriate percentage level for a particular level of achievement. The system calculates the points earned by multiplying the weight times the achievement percentage times item points.